Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, and my name is Liz. I'm here on behalf of Class Act to host Inspirational Thursday this morning. And today we are going to be making some really fun little interactive tunnel cards. So the beauty of these cards is they are three-dimensional, so they're kind of fun and interactive, but they fold flat, so you can actually stick them in a mailbox, easy peasy. And then when they unfold, they look really, really cute. So this is what we're going to make. It's actually surprisingly simple and very, very fun. So without any further ado, I will be using the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Holly Jolly collection. And I'd also like to mention one fun thing that I didn't do on this example is you could actually take some acetate, put it in the front here, and then it kind of looks like a window. But I couldn't find my acetate in time, so this is what we're working with. Good morning, Sandra. Thank you for joining me. So before we start, let's just go through this collection because it's really adorable. And I might as well share it with you guys since I'm the proud owner of it now. So this is a beautiful holiday line. It's very nostalgic, very retro 50s, but it's cute. So here we have some cute journaling cards, and these make great little pieces to put in the back of your tunnel card, just because they give you a lot of interest. We're sort of going for a cluster style look. I love this paper here. Then there's this one, which we would make an adorable layout. Time card for Santa's workshop. Love the red gingham. And then, oh my goodness, look at all these Santas. Then we have more journaling cards here. These are adorable. This one says Sleigh Bells Ring, Are You Listening? This one's Always Stay Holly and Jolly. So, I mean, just the art alone in this collection, it's too much for me. I love it. So I had to do something with it. So that's what we're doing today. Again, this would be so cute for a layout. I love this one, the red and the black. Oh, and I'm a sucker for a nice red plaid. There's also tags, so if you're into doing homemade tags, you can make some tags to go along with your cards. That's always a fun and simple little gift idea. 12 plus 25 Christmas. There we go. Oh, I love this. It's like a crossword page. So you have words like holly, jolly, wishes, chimney, cocoa, carols, all kinds of things. This would be really cute for a tunnel card as well. And then we have the sticker sheet. So I'm going to be mostly using the sticker sheet and some papers that I kind of selected beforehand. I'll show you what they are. Okay. So this is going to be our little hinges, if you will. Then I have chosen this as a card front. This will be my middle layer. This will be my back layer. This will be sort of the scene that we're going to have at the back of our tunnel. And then I'm probably going to cut these things out to enhance my card a little bit. So basically, the first thing you're going to do is choose 3 layers of papers for your tunnel cards, and you're going to cut them at 5.5 by 5.5 just to make 3 squares. The reason I did 5.5 is because it's going to fit nicely into a 6 by 6 envelope. So just cut 3 5.5 by 5.5 squares for your first step, and maybe pick a background and set it aside. Next up, we are going to actually take another piece. This is just a scrap I had left over, but it is also, should be 5.5. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so 5.5 inches here. You're gonna cut 2 of these at 2 inches. There's one. Set it aside, and there's 2. Set it aside. I'm going to save this scrap again for later. And then, my friends, this is where the magic starts to happen. You're gonna take your scoreboard. Now this one is unfortunately, I think, in centimeters, so it's a little trickier than a regular scoreboard, but I'll make it work. So essentially what you're going to be doing is scoring this every 1/4 inch. So you're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little score marks. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. Set those off to the side. Move the sticker sheet so we can see what we're working with. Excellent. Okay. So now we have pretty much all of our pieces to get started with. The next thing you need to do is find a nesting die of any shape that you like. So you can use circles, you can use squares, rectangles, fancy ones. I'm using this one. This one's a Darcy's Heart and Home, but I like the shape. I think it's kind of cute, kind of fun. So this is what we will be working with today. So for your first panel, you're going to pick your largest die. And then for the second panel, you're gonna do one a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna set that off to the side and I'm gonna grab my big shot. Beautiful. And then I'm just gonna figure out where I want the front of our card to be. So I'm gonna lose some of the detail on here, but I think that'll be okay. Maybe actually I'm gonna off-center it for this one because I do like all this. It would make me sad to trim it. Hi Trish, thanks for joining. So, I mean, basically I'm just trying to show you guys tunnel cards are a very fun and different way to do some holiday cards. So I'm just gonna trim with my die. That's the largest nesting die. Let's make sure I got it. And then this piece that we cut, you could actually set it aside for another project because the shape is gorgeous. Imagine that with like a sentiment. Very cute. So he's gonna go off to the side. And then we have this little empty area next. Okay. Then for our second panel, I like to use the first one to kind of line up where I'm going to cut for the second one, just because I want it to nest in there really nicely. So I am using some Scotch removable tape here. I'm just going to tack my die in place so that it doesn't shift when I go to cut it. There's nothing worse than that. Beautiful. There we go. And now we're going to cut this panel. Again, I'm just using my Big Shot, but should work with any die cutting machine, any die shape that you have that is a nesting die. You could do circles. I was gonna do a circle, but then I thought, meh, let's do something different. So there we go. And again, I'm gonna set this piece off to the side because I can use that for something else. Very cute. Okay. Get out of here, machine. So now we have the beginning of our tunnel card. It's looking cute so far. So essentially this is going to be sort of the scene. I think I want to piece this. This is another trick. So figure out what you're using as a background and figure out where you want it to be. And then I can just trim off that excess. I want him to be sort of my focal point. So So I'm just gonna take some tape here. Beautiful. And then I'll do Carol's dog ear trick once I figure out where I want him to be. So if you don't know the dog ear trick, essentially you're just gonna lift your corners up and fold so you have a bit of give, and then once you have your cardstock in place, you can untape the tape. So, okay. So here is the window. I'm gonna cover this green with my snowman. Easier said than done. Don't mind heavy breathing. I tend to do that when I'm focused. Also, I'm just getting over some sickness, so this must be a very enjoyable video. Okay, that's cute. So now that I'm happy with the placement, I'm just gonna peel the rest of the tape here, and then I'm just gonna cut him. It doesn't matter if he's like centered or not, because you're not really gonna see him anyway. Just a sneak peek. So, grab my paper trimmer and trim off this extra. There we go. Set that aside. Okay, and the last and final thing we need to do before this really kind of comes to life is you're going to take these little 2-inch pieces that we scored every 1/4 inch, and you're just gonna start accordion folding them. And this is really the magical step that ties it all together. So now I have something like this. I'm gonna do the same thing with my second one. Hey, Bella. There we go. So I have 2 pieces that look like this. So now when we go to assemble our card, all we have to do is take this, and you'll notice that one is going up, one is going down. So you're gonna want to basically put the card stock like so, and that's gonna kind of create our tunnels. Does that make sense? I'll show you. I'm not great at explaining things, but hopefully you guys can see what's going on here. Good morning, Tiffany. Thanks for joining, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've done Inspirational Thursday. I've missed it. Can't believe I'm saying that. And B, yeah, it just feels like it's been a while. It has, actually. It was nice having a break, but good to be back. So I'm just going to take off the tape. And again, I'm just, hopefully you can see on camera, lining it up, butting it against the edge here. So it looks like this. And I'm going to repeat on this side. Hold it up to the camera. Whoop. Whoop. There. So it looks like this. And now, these pieces almost look like little staircases. So you're going to put tape on the top of the stairs. And that's where we're going to add our next windows. So I like to do this just all at once, but you could also work layer by layer. Just like to have the tape down. And then once I add the next layer, I think you'll really start to see the tunnel part of this project come to life. Now, one thing I do think is worth mentioning is I like to decorate layer by layer. So if I have any thing that I want to pop on this layer, for instance, maybe I'm just going to fussy cut these stamps and pop them on before I add our window. I just think that's easier for me instead of like when you're using small windows, working through them to embellish. But I mean, you do you. I'm just going to cut out these adorable little stamp shapes. I really just wanted to make a bunch of projects using this gorgeous paper. I didn't get any die cuts or embellishments, so I'm going to DIY them. There we go. So I'm just going to grab some pop-dots, and I think I'm going to pop him in there just because I feel like it gives it like a little bit more dimension. I love 3D scenes, so. And I mean, truly, you can do this tunnel card project with any paper line. I just chose this one because I'm in love with it. What else? I feel like we should maybe add a sticker or something to it. Maybe we'll go with like a little snowflake. And instead of putting the sticker directly on, I'm also going to pop dot it. Because again, I feel like a little bit of dimension goes a long way sometimes. So there we go. Now we have like a cute sort of scene at the back taking place. Okay, here's where the magic happens. So on the top of your first or second step, you're going to take your window, and again, you're just going to butt it up right close to the score line, like that. And then you're going to pull everything over and do the same thing with this one. So I'm going to fold that in just so I have to stretch less. And pull. Oh. There we go. Pull everything over. Oh, figures it was sticking when I didn't want it to, and now I'm like, stick. Okay, there we go. And just like that, we're getting a window. Okay, and I'm just gonna fold it, make sure it's gonna lay flat. But like, you see, it's already starting to come together and be kind of 3D. And then on the top of our third or second step, where we have adhesive, we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Thanks, Lee. So cute, right? So simple. I love it because you can make tunnel cards with anything. Again, I just really like this line, so any excuse to work with it sounded great to me. And then I'm gonna, oh, I already took the adhesive off. Pull this one over. Oh no. Okay, it's coming together. And beautiful. There we go. We have a little scene happening. So now all you really have to do is embellish. I have all these stickers to work with, so I'm gonna incorporate some more stickers because why not? The hard part is choosing. So I know I have bubbles on this one, so I'm gonna skip the bubbles. Maybe I'm gonna carry the stamp theme over, put another stamp over here, so you can kind of see it poking through. Oh gosh, dare I add more stamps on the top? The tricky part is embellishing. For me anyway. I like this holly. I think I can do something fun with it. So let's pop him on yonder. Now I could definitely take like an anti-stick powder or mount it on paper, but for the sake of this project, I'm just gonna wing it. So there we have some decorations. It's missing something here. I feel like we need a sentiment of some sort. Let's do snowmen and sleigh bells, because we have an adorable snowman in the midst. Snowmen and sleigh bells. Love it. And then I think maybe I'll just use this little piece here to decorate. And my too much gene, before it gets carried away, I think I'm gonna stop. And there we have it. An adorable tunnel card that folds flat so you can mail it. Like I said, if you really want to take it another step up, have some acetate on the front. It looks stunning, like a window that you're peeking through. But yeah, these tunnel cards are really fun, really simple to make, and I just love the look of them. So you could have these displayed on a mantle, easy peasy, and enjoy them throughout the holiday season. And I highly recommend this paper line. This is the Holly Jolly, Simple Vintage Holly Jolly from Simple Stories. Anything you see that you like, I tried to link it to our Facebook page. So classactstamps.ca, click on Inspirational Thursday, and there you will see the materials that I recommend. On that note, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you all so much for joining, for watching on replay, interacting. You guys are the best, and I will see you all next time.